Alright, good morning, DLSU. Daming tao, wow. Dami bang incentives dito? Anyway, sana nag-enjoy kayo and I hope marami kayong natutunan. Sa ating first speaker, si Mr. Kervin Howe. Napakalupit na trader niyan. So, ngayon alam na natin na with the stock market, we can earn so much money in so little time. Sinabi niya, pwede daw mag-double yung money in a matter of few days, di ba? So may kita natin sobrang daming opportunities sa stock market. And hindi lang yun, the stock market can also make you very, very, very poor. And that's the reality na gusto namin i-share sa inyo. Kasi if it can make you money, it can also take away your money. And that's why our goal today is not only to inspire you to start investing or start trading, but also to learn more about it and to become profitable investors. And that's why I am here to teach you about technical analysis. Don't worry, hindi siya mahirap, hindi siya sobrang technical. So, I'll explain. Pero bago ang lahat, so I was introduced, I'm Renzo. I studied finance here as well. So I've been there in your shoes, in those seats. And I started investing during my college days, no? I was 18 years old. And right now, I handle my own private fund. Maliit lang naman siya. And I was fortunate enough to become part of a great team, Investagrams. And konting context lang, yung tatlong founders ng company, lahat sila from DLSU as well. And they started investing nung college din sila. And from then on, they all became millionaires during college. So parang sobrang inspiring ng story nila. And I hope na mapartake ko rin dito yung lessons na natutunan ko from our founders. Okay. So, ulitin ko, ano nga ba yung technical analysis? So, try to go back in time and try to visualize your first day in DLSU nung mga fresh pa tayo. Diba? Kunwari, break time nyo nun, first day nyo, tapos you have 1 hour break to take your lunch. So, syempre, fresh tayo, magkukumpul-kumpulan tayo, tapos lahat tayo magkasama, pupunta tayo sa Agno, di ba? Tapos pagdating nyo sa Agno, ma-overwhelm kayo kasi, wow, ang daming food stalls. Tapos, ang dilemma natin ngayon, hindi tayo makadecide which one to get on your first day. So, ano yung usually ginagawa ng mga tao? And this is the first option para makapili kayo kung saan kaya kakain. So, the first option is you go to each and every food stall. Lahat yun pupuntahan mo. Titignan nyo kung ano yung niluluto nila, ano yung ingredients, ano yung price point, ano yung cuisine, mabango ba, mura ba siya. Tapos gagawin mo yun for each and every food stall. Tapos, after that, anong gagawin nyo? Mag-group session kayo, tapos magde-decide kayo. So, saan yung pinakamura? Saan yung pinakamasarap? Ano yung mukhang mabango? Diba? Ganun ba ginagawa nyo? So, kung ganun yung ginagawa nyo, medyo tedious yung process and unnecessary. Ito yung solution na gusto kong isuggest sa inyo. What if you stand there in the corner, you observe Agno from a distance. Tapos tignan nyo kung ano yung food stall that would attract the most customers. Diba? What if you just look there and see kung saan yung pinakamaraming pila. Tapos pumila ka lang dun, and I would bet 80 to 90% of the time, you will not regret choosing that food. And that's what technical analysis is. Technical analysis will help you choose which stocks to buy or when should you be buying those stocks. You don't have to go into the nitty-gritty of the financial things. Siyempre, finance din ako, like a lot of you. Inaral ko rin yung mga PE ratio, mga asset ratio, mga turnover ratio, mga profitability ratio. Pero in my investing journey, nakita ko na hindi siya masyadong nagmamatter or yung factors na yun hindi masyadong correlated doon sa performance ng isang stock. And that's why we have technical analysis to make everything easier and, in a sense, make it a better investment decision for you guys. And that's technical analysis. So textbook definition, technical analysis is the study of historical price, volume, and that will help us make better investment decisions. So ito yung dilemma natin ngayon. So kailangan natin maintindihan kung ano ibig sabihin nito. The one here is price and the one below is volume, and that's what we're gonna study for today. Pero let's not make it too boring katulad ng mga boring subjects natin. Pero hindi naman lahat. Sige, ito yung dilemma. So when you look at stock market, when you go to Google and you search stock market trader or stock market investor, ano yung usually pictures that would come up? Usually makikita nyo mga taong naka-suit and tie, naka-coat, sobrang formal, tapos ang daming monitors, ang daming charts, ang daming lines, ang daming numbers, puro red, puro green. So sobrang nakakalula and it makes us feel very uncomfortable with it. They tend to make us feel like sila lang yung kayang makagawa nun. But in reality, it is very easy to read charts if you know what technical analysis is. So, this is a chart and alam na natin to since high school tayo. Yung x-axis, it represents price and the y or the horizontal one represents time. So as time goes by, prices will naturally go up and down because of the buyers and the sellers. And that's what we call volatility. Siyempre, finance tayo. Gets nyo na yun. Sa stock market in the Philippines, it opens at 9:30 a.m. and it closes at 3:30 p.m. So during that time, pag open yung trading hours, price will go up and down based on yung mga sentiment ng buyers and sellers. So ito yung makikita nyo for the day. Ito yung movement just for one day. So ano yung mapapansin nyo sa chart? Di ba parang ang gulo? Parang wala ka namang analysis na makikita from just looking at this very, very erratic line chart. So ano yung solution for us to easier understand what happened for that day or for that period of time? And that's what we call as Japanese candlesticks. Ngayon, I'm showing one, a green candlestick and a red candlestick. The parts of it is basically open, close, high, and low. So what do these mean? So, for the entire day, habang gumagalaw yung prices ng isang stock, pag nag-open siya at a certain amount, let's say 9:30 a.m., yung stock X is 10 pesos. Tapos by the end of the day, nag-close siya at 11 pesos, you will see a green candlestick like this. And inverse naman, kapag nag-open siya, for example, 15 pesos, tapos by 3:30, nag-close siya at 8 pesos, you will see a red candlestick. Diba? Simple lang. So kung mapapansin nyo, meron ding wick, yung parang line that represents the high and the low. Basically, yun lang yung range kung saang price nag-trade yung stock for the day or for that period of time. And a few examples, ito. For example, nag-open siya dun. Dito yung volatility ng stock. Tapos nag-close siya dito. So, ganito yung candlestick na makikita nyo. Diba? So, green siya kasi nag-close siya higher than the opening price. Another example, dito nag-open yung price, let's say 10 pesos to. Nag-high siya over 11 pesos. Pero by the end of the day, nag-close siya lower. Siguro mga 8 pesos, ganun. Tapos ito, 7 pesos. This is what you will see. And that's what a lot of people see on the stock market charts. So with that, if we put all those together, we'll have a nice and clean chart that we can analyze further instead of looking at all those lines na sobrang erratic, sobrang volatile. Okay. So that's Japanese candlesticks. So the first concept that I will teach you guys is very important because this will make you a lot of money. And I know a lot of rich people in the stock market that focuses on this concept in their trading. This is the concept of trends. Now, we have a total of 3 types of trends. I'm sure, iba sa'yo, familiar na dito. So the first one is the uptrend. And this is what we always want to see. Ito yung mga stocks na gusto nating bilhin. And this will make us big amounts of money. Okay? So, basically our job as traders, especially in the Philippine stock market, our only way to make money is to buy low and sell high. And that's why we need to look at stocks that are going up, that will continue to go up, and the stocks that we think will start to go up. So kung meron namang uptrend, and that's what it looks like, hindi siya impossible, of course, to make money in downtrending stocks. Pero if you can see, it's very hard to pinpoint at which direction magbabounce yung price back up. So I suggest that even may gain opportunities pa rin sa downtrend, I would suggest na you should always focus on the uptrending stocks. Next one, of course, kung may uptrend, may downtrend, meron din tayong sideway trend. Now, as you can see, meron pa rin opportunities here to earn money when it goes up. Although, maliit lang yung probability and maliit lang yung gains na pwede mong makuha from this trade. That's why the number one goal is to really look for the stocks that will go high and make you a lot of money. Diba? You don't have to waste time on trying to pinpoint at which direction should I buy. Should I buy here? Should I buy here? Or sa downtrending stocks na sobrang magiging genius ka, hanapin mo yung pinakadulo. Diba? Always look for the uptrending stocks. This one is a very basic and fundamental thing about technical analysis. So I met a few fund managers and hindi lang to mga 1,000 peso, 100,000, 1 million. They're managing over 100 million pesos under their account. And whenever I talk to them and ask about their trading strategies or investing strategies, they always go back to support and resistance. So I hope you guys can listen and understand the points I'm going to show you in this one. So, what is support and resistance? You can think of it as simply like this. Yung support, para siyang floor. Ito. And yung resistance mo, para siyang ceiling. And that's something you will be observing when you start investing in the stock market. For example, this is DMC and makikita nyo yung green area, which we call support, and the red area, that's what we call resistance. Now, bakit nagkakaroon ng support and resistance? Mapapansin nyo, kapag pumupunta sa support levels, yung price, it tends to go back up and bounce back up. Pero when it goes to the resistance, it goes down. So ang reasoning dito is when it goes low to the support area, people start thinking that, the stock is cheap. We should all buy in on this stock na. And inversely, pag tumaas yung presyo and nandun na siya sa resistance point, people start thinking, oh no, this is too expensive. We should sell our shares and dump our positions na. And that's why bumabagsak yung price when it comes to the resistance. Diba? So, for example, meron kayong talong. Tapos, yung talong nyo, of course, you want to make money out of your talong. You want to sell them. So, isipin nyo, at what price should I sell this talong? So, you start selling it at 5 pesos. And then when you start selling it, people start buying your talong. People are saying, bro, sarap naman ng talong na yan. Napaka-good quality, napaka-juicy. So, tataasan mo yung presyo. Gagawin mong 6 pesos, 7 pesos. Binibili pa rin. 8 pesos, bibenta mo. Pero pagdating ng 10 pesos, anong nangyari dun sa talong? Minsan, yung talong hindi na fresh. Or minsan, laspag na yung talong, di ba? Or even worse, what if yung talong na binibenta mo is maliit, di ba? Small lang. So, naturally, people will stop buying the talong from you. So what will you do? Magdi-discount ka. 80% off, 8 pesos na lang tong talong. Wala pa rin bumibili. 7 pesos na lang, 6 pesos. So at 5 pesos, yun na yung support mo. Because below that, hindi ka na kumikita. And yung 10 pesos mo, that was your resistance. Diba? So, yung mga companies, parang talong din yan. So, I'll show you guys more examples to prove that this really works. So, another example, Metrobank, for a lot of years, you can observe that price has been bouncing back when it goes to the support level. And nahihirapan talaga siyang i-break yung support level on the red area. So, makikita nyo dyan sa example. Nga, ang problem is how do we identify where support is and where resistance is? Ang easy way to find out is to look at those spikes going down. Those are the prices that are hard to go beyond. And ganun din sa resistance. Pag nahirapan siyang umakyat above that point, that's already a resistance point. And if you plot all those together, the more points, or support points, or resistance points, the stronger it is. Okay? So, ano yung nakuha nyo dun? Support and resistance. So, naturally, magkaka-idea na kayo sa trading journey nyo. Pwede akong mag-buy on support and mag-sell on resistance, di ba? For example, ito, 60 pesos yung support, tapos around 90 pesos, di ba? If you buy there and sell there, napakalaking gain na yun. And that's not really that hard to find. You don't have to look at the very nitty-gritty financials to pinpoint where support and resistance are. Okay? So another example, Philinvest, makikita nyo, same thing happens over and over again. At the green area, nagbabounce yung price, and at the red area, nahihirapan siyang basagin. And that's the power of support and resistance. So you might be thinking now, parang masyadong basic, napaka-boring naman ng buhay ng trader. Dito na lang ba sumasayaw yung mga traders katulad namin? Buy on support and sell on resistance lang? Siyempre hindi, kasi sometimes it breaks. Katulad nyo ng ex nyo. Diba? So ayun, paano naman pag na-break yung support and yung resistance? Ang tawag dun ay breakouts and breakdowns. So this is what a breakout looks like. As you can see, the price went beyond the resistance point. And at that point, nag-break lang siya because sobrang taas ng demand that they were able to push the price higher than the resistance. And that's a good indication that the stock will start its overall long trend, long upward trend. And di ba, yun yung gusto natin is makahanap ng mga uptrends. So, ano difference ng buying on support and buying on breakouts? If you buy on support, di ba, you have to wait for it to go to resistance. So, sometimes it won't really go back to resistance, or you don't know how long it will take before it goes back to the resistance. So, one of the best strategies that traders utilize now is buying on breakouts. So if you buy there, there's a higher probability that the price will go really, really high and really, really fast because of supply and demand. So yun lang yun. Pero, syempre, kung may breakout, meron ding breakdowns. As you can see, inverse lang siya. Yung support level, nababasag or it goes below and beyond the support level. That's what a breakdown is. Now, how can this help us in our trading journey? This could indicate a good time to sell your stocks and cut your losses, diba? Instead of holding through the breakdowns, which usually indicate a long downtrend. So that's what we will try to avoid. All right. So I mentioned two of the main concepts I learned using technical analysis. And from there pa lang, marami na kayong ma-apply na systems and trading methodologies that you can use in your journey. So I'll share my personal experiences using these. For example, this is Field Invest Development Corporation. And I was able to identify the resistance point with this area. So inabangan ko yan for a long time. And nung nakita kong nag-break siya, I bought it. And then, I sold it at 10 pesos. Which is a 20% gain for me. Not bad, not that big, but it was big enough to gain a lot instead of putting all my money in the bank or in time deposits. Pero, look at what happened after I sold it. Diba? It went really, really high. So, I underestimated the power of breakouts and I should have learned from this mistake. So, another one, hindi lang sa mga horizontal trends yung support and resistance. Meron ding mga downtrends and you can plot a downtrend line and the same concept applies. So what happens if yung downtrend line nag-break? Tingnan natin. I was able to get this trade and it went high as 144%. Pero of course, disclaimer, I sold my position too early again. I sold it at 60%, which is already my best trade for the last year, 2019. So, of course, I need to always learn from my mistakes. And nung nakita ko tong stock na to, Mega World, nakita ko na nag-breakout siya above 6 pesos. And hindi lang yun, nag-breakout siya and all-time high siya. Meaning, this was the highest price it has been trading ever since it was public in the stock market. So at that time, sobrang confident ko, sobrang alam ko na ito yung trade opportunity of a lifetime ko. So inisip ko na ano na yung bibilin ko. Bibilin ko na ba yung dream car ko? Yung dream condo ko? Yung dog ko? Pero ano nangyari? Hindi siya umakyat. Di ba? Which nakakagulat. Because this is the reality of the stock market and the reality of life. Walang 100%. Okay? Walang certainty. Hindi lang sa stock market yan, sa life din. So hindi porket matalino kayo, magiging successful kayo in the future. Hindi porket guwapo kayo or chicks kayo, di ba? Hindi kayo lalapitan ng mga crush nyo dito, basta. Di ba? So, okay lang. And we have to accept na we have to think about probabilities. And ano nga ba yung solution para hindi tayo maubusan ng pera despite na hindi 100% yung mga systems natin? The key, of course, is risk management. Ngayon, finance tayo lahat, marami tayong mga formulas na ginagamit to measure risk. Sa pag-invest, basic lang naman yun. You always have to think of risk first and you have to make it small enough. So kahit makailang trades ka, kahit puro talo ka, in the end, yung isang winning trade mo, dapat relatively bigger reward siya as compared to your risk. And that's what we all use. And this is what I believe is the holy grail of investing. It's risk management and using technical analysis. Okay? So sana na-gets nyo yung mga pinagsasabi ko. And sana may mga natutunan kayo. So, okay, last message na lang. So I was there in your shoes, in those seats. I have been a student here in DLSU. And tuwing may mga ganitong opportunities, mga investment summit, usually nga before, konti lang yung pumupunta. Tapos, most of the time, feeling ko ako lang yung nakikinig. Tapos feeling ko parang sobrang boring ko or nerd ko kasi nakikinig ako. Pero, ang point ko lang is, yung learning, it doesn't stop here in your college lives. In my work experience, halos 20 to 10% or less lang yung nagagamit ko from college. Pero mahal ko yung finance, marami akong natutunan and marami akong good experiences with my profs before here. Ang point ko lang is, don't limit yourselves to your course, to your degree, or kung ano yung sinasabi ng parents mo, gusto nila para sa inyo. If you want to learn something and if you have a goal in mind in the future, you can start learning now. And huwag kayong matakot kasi lahat ng learning opportunities available na ngayon through technology. Lahat nasa internet na. kailangan nyo lang magsipag ng konti and may matututunan na kayong bagong skill. And one of the best skills I learned in my life, and I can say I will continue this for the rest of my life, is investing and trading. Hindi excuse yung student ako, wala akong time, konti lang pera ko. And ipo-preview ng next speaker natin kasi ipapakita niyo yung journey niya as a student and as a trader. Okay? So last message na lang, I encourage you guys to explore Investagrams. Maraming learning opportunities din dito. Lahat dito bibigay namin for free kasi gusto namin makatulong sa mga tao. Gusto namin na dumami yung investing population sa Pilipinas. So huwag kayong mahiya. Later, mag-sign up kayo dun sa booth. Gawa kayo ng Investa account. Tapos gagawa namin kayo ng group pag nilagay nyo yung username nyo para mag-guide namin kayo. If gusto nyong i-practice yung technical analysis using our charts, meron ding mga videos, Investa-Learn, and marami pang ibang tools na ibibigay namin para sa inyo. So yun lang, sana marami kayong natutunan. Sana hindi boring yung talk ko. Salamat, DLSU.